Hey everybody, this is Craig from 9Volt Games, and this video, I guess, is a bit more serious than all my other ones, but normally I do rants, and I'm kind of going to do a rant right now, but I'm going to be a little reserved because, for one, it's late at night, and two, it's kind of a sensitive subject. But by now everybody knows what happened in Colorado, Aurora, Colorado. A kid went in, 24-year-old kid went in, and threw a smoke grenade. It's not funny. Threw a smoke grenade and started shooting up people who were waiting to go see Dark Knight Rises. And people do crazy things all across the world. The United States is a little bit more theatrical, I think, when we have people go nuts. But the guy killed children. None of them are dead. It's actually hits a little bit more home than it normally would. And while the situation itself is a tragedy, oh, I struggle to do that word out. The whole situation is a tragedy. It's sad that, people died. They were going to do something they wanted to do. People were excited. They were going to the movies. They fucking see a smoke grenade. They think it's part of the whole midnight release thing, and nobody takes off. And then people get shot, and all of a sudden you got people dropping next to you. And that's horrible. And I feel for the families of anyone who was a victim of that or anyone in the hospital. Especially a 3-month-old. A 3-month-old got shot like that. What was your 3-month-old doing out at midnight anyways? But regardless, it still happened, and it's sad. My kid's 3 months, almost 3 months, so that's relatable. Here's where the rant part comes in. So I'm reading this story online because you get hearsay all day. Oh, the guy was dressed up as Bane. He fucking whatever. He was Bane washed. That's what the article said. And of course, it's from Lieberman, by the way. Lieberman is like the biggest opponent of video game industry. Apparently she says that he could have possibly been emulating one of Batman's foes on the movie or the video games such as Arkham Asylum. So of course they went right to the video games. They said that, he played video games, he was a 24-year-old male, violent media made him violent. Well, here's an interesting case about this one specifically. Do I think that video games make people violent? No. I think that losing video games makes people violent, but that's in the moment. Do I think that media can give people ideas on what to do? Absolutely, because people are, human beings in themselves are unoriginal. All the original thinkers die off young, and everyone takes their ideas, strips them down, or adds to them, and then gets what we have today. The interesting thing about this man is that he wasn't like a brainless drug addict, yada yada. He went to college for neuroscience. He was a neuroscience graduate. And if you're going to tell me that someone who went to school for neuroscience got brainwashed by our media today, you're fucking retarded. I'm sorry. This is one argument that they're not going to win. And it's not just about video games. Obviously, I'm doing it because I enjoy video games and I feel like we need to defend them as an art. If you're 24 years old and you don't know the difference of right between wrong, you're a fucking idiot. And you should actually probably swallow a bullet yourself if you think that going out and shooting people at a midnight premiere of a movie is okay. You're fucking tapped in the head. I know I said retarded, that's probably not the best word, but it's in the situation. I don't use it normally to make fun of people. But yeah, he's an idiot. And the fact that anybody who I think uses a gun to kill anybody, unless they're a soldier protecting people's rights, you're a fucking coward. That's it. Plain and simple. If you're average Joe on the street and you're carrying, especially a fully automatic weapon, if you're not in the military, what the fuck are you doing with a fully automatic weapon? What are you doing with it? Unless you're demonstrating how to use it, because I do love FPS Russia. You're a fucking coward. And the one good thing that came out of this is that he did not kill himself, and it's great. It's going to be great to hear some answers, and I cannot wait for the news that this man has been beaten to death, raped to death, strangled to death, anything to death in prison, because he killed a child. He killed a 6-year-old child in that whole group of people, and I know that people in prison don't take too kindly to child killers. So Hope you like dicks up your ass, buddy. um, or get to enjoying it. But yeah. So I think it's bullshit. I think them blaming this on the media is bullshit. Granted, it happened at a media event. However, did they stop to think that this guy was just fucking nuts? Or maybe he was on drugs, or blah, 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 and he wanted to take out a bunch of people at one time, and you know a bunch of people are going to go to a midnight launch, the midnight release of Dark Knight Rises, so there you have your crowd to take out. And he planned it, too. Like, he planned it hard. It's not like he couldn't get tickets and he went nuts. He fucking had Kevlar, he had throat guard. If you're not planning something and you're going to go out killing people, you're not wearing a throat guard. So this guy planned it. He's crazy. Maybe he couldn't get a job when he got out of college. Maybe he couldn't make it in the real world. Maybe he realized he threw his life away going for neuroscience. You know? But don't turn this around and blame this on the media. If you want to say a little kid, you're gonna get away with saying it's the media's fault if it's like a 10-year-old kid who went out there and started spraying bullets at people. But if it's a 24-year-old man who's been through college, you know the difference between right and wrong. Otherwise, he wouldn't even made it to college. In his field of study, no less. But this is one that's going to blame on games. It's going to backfire on him big time. And this guy's still alive, so it's not like they can pin it on him and have no defense. He can come out and he can say that it's about the media. But I guarantee you someone's going to go, oh, you're going to blame this on the media? And you went to school for neuroscience? You're fucking retarded. We need to investigate the college that you went to, sir. But I don't know. I get really heated, and I'm going to just start yelling about it, so I should probably just end it. But that's just my thoughts on it. Comment below and tell me what you guys think about it. Thank you for watching.